we just had some breaking news. We just had the best 24 hours.
All right, so on Wednesday, Kamala gave her first stump speech, I suppose you can call it. We're going to show you a portion of that, coupled with something else that I thought was quite curious to do on your first day as a candidate.
On the other hand, we are running a people-powered campaign. And we just had some breaking news. We just had the best 24 hours of grassroots fundraising in presidential campaign history. All right? And because we are a people-powered campaign, that is how you know we will be a people-first presidency.
We are all in this together, and your vote is your power. So please make sure your voice is heard this November and register to vote at vote.gov.
Can I get an amen?
Amen! Now on with the show.
And remember, you better vote.
Having that woman have the "you better vote" upside down is sort of the perfect metaphor for this entire thing. Let's start with the RuPaul's Drag Race. David, have you ever done drag? And if so, does it affect your voting?
Well, it's interesting how she's stressing the people power, and it reminds me of a Chris Buckley line that it's always the most totalitarian states that always include people in their name. I think North Korea is China is known as the People's Republic of China. North Korea is known as the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, DPRK. It's sham branding, basically. The people had nothing to do with this, as we talked about. Kamala Harris never got one primary vote. There's the people she's referring to are the elite donors.
Yeah, can you talk about that a little bit? Because again, you fundraised for Donald Trump, and by the way, you've held events for politicians all over the map. I was at your house once for a DeSantis thing. It was the first time I met him when I still lived in Cali way back when. But the fact that they're claiming that she got of course it's $81 million, just like Joe Biden got 81 million votes. But they're claiming basically 81 million bucks in 24 hours. Doesn't that also show a little bit of the coup right there? Because it's not grassroots dollars. It's that they coordinated all of the money people at once, which that's not easy to do, right?
Well, there have been reports that something like $90 million of donations to Biden were being held up because, the donors just weren't on board with him anymore. And what I wonder about is whether this 80-something million was basically that, part of that, the large part of that 90 million. In other words, they had all these donations ready to go, but they didn't want to necessarily collect the money and then, have it go to a different candidate. There's all these issues with who owns that direct money. So it could be that these donations were being held until we got to, clarity around who the real nominee was going to be.